But if you're a daily drinker, you could go for years without ever getting a good night's sleep. Did you notice any physical changes that you weren't expecting when you stopped drinking?
I gave up drinking 2 months after I had a newborn. So probably wasn't looking the best in terms of lack of sleep, gaunt, bags under the eyes. But people did notice your eyes are sparkly. You seem fresh. You seem energetic. That although I was tired, I had a baby, I was nowhere near as tired as I feared that I would be. And I think that was connected to the fact I wasn't drinking and I was getting that good quality sleep immediately. So even though my sleep hours were limited, the sleep I was getting, I think, was good enough to give me a good complexion.
Alcohol has profound effects on your sleep. One of the hooks is that it helps you get off to sleep, but the quality of sleep that follows is really poor. There's two main important parts of your sleep process. There's the deep, slow wave sleep, which is what really helps your body to recover. And then you've got your REM sleep, the rapid eye movement sleep. And that's what helps your brain sort of recover. When we have an alcohol-fueled sleep, you don't really get either of those two types of sleep. There's a relearning that happens when you stop drinking. We have a natural circadian rhythm where when it gets dark, your brain will switch off its wakefulness hormones and releases sleep hormones. And then the same thing happens. You've hit your seventh sleep cycle, or the sun rises and the brain switches off melatonin and switches on the wakefulness hormone. But when you've been drinking and you stop, your brain has just forgotten how to switch itself off and turn itself on. Really, that getting into those sleep routines, your brain knows this is time for me to be awake. That just helps to retrain the brain. It's important because the main reason that people go back to drinking when they've stopped is sleep disturbance. Some people, they'll bounce back on that pink cloud the next week, loving their sleeps and never ever want to give them up again. But for some others, it can take a few months even to get those real good, refreshing sleeps.